Hi Virgo, welcome to your July reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out your other placements for additional messages. As this is a general reading, messages may or may not apply. Just if it resonates, leave it doesn't for the next person. We're going to be taking a look to see what messages need to come through for you guys for the month of July. See what you could be currently dealing with or what you can expect. Get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys are interested, you can check me out on my Instagram at JadeStoneTarot. With that being said, let's get right into this reading for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July 2021. What messages do my Virgos need to hear? Any insight, wisdom, guidance, please, from my Virgos for July 2021. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July 2021. Messages, please, for my Virgos. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July 2021. All right, okay. Let me just do a couple of these messages for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, just because it feels kind of stuck, this deck right now. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July. All right. Message, oh, that was quick. We had the bee, the hyena, and the fox. Okay, let's see. Oh, vulture at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. So, vulture, deer, and panther. Oh, hey. So there's some things that you're needing to release. Let's actually talk about this too. I'm feeling called to. So let me talk about the bee, hyena, fox, and then we'll get to the nitty gritty. Because there's some things that you're definitely either going through currently or coming up or recently you just went through. We'll talk about that. But it looks like you're going to come out on the other side pretty happy, pretty positive, lots of good times. So just hold on thoughts, okay? So you guys are working a lot. You guys are staying focused. You're pretty busy. Busy bee, buzzing around, getting things done, staying focused, putting your own little twist to it, adding your own little personal touch. I like it. You guys are feeling pretty good. You guys are on point. You guys are on top of your business. You guys are in work mode, or you're just really focused on something. You're really determined. You know, you can be told to do something and you're gonna do that, and then like a million other things. Like you'll just go out of your way and get a bunch of shit done. You'll be organized. You'll fucking cross the T, dot the I's. Like you're just like always getting things done and crossing things off your list. I feel like you're gonna be a busy bee in July, okay? But just remember to take a break. Some of you tend to overwork. You guys are like perfectionists. You like things to be exactly the way you like it. And if you don't like it or it's not perfect, you like to scrap it and start over. And that is kind of the energy I'm feeling. It's like if you don't get it right the first try, you're going to do it 100 times until it's exactly perfect. And it's just like, you know, that might be a little bit over the top. We're all human. We all make mistakes. There's always going to be a flaws. Nothing is 100% perfect in this life. There is never anything that is going to be perfect unless it's made by a machine, robot, right? Okay, sure. But anyways, just to be gentle on yourselves and to not like overwork yourself. No one enough is enough. Otherwise, you may reach the place of burnout where you are exhausted, where then you get moody and cranky, and then you end up stinging somebody or you sting yourself. All right, and we don't want that. And when bees sting somebody, you know what happens? They die, right? We don't want that, right? You don't want to hit your last nerve and then you all hell breaks loose. Like that would be bad, right? So just know your limits in July. I think you'll be pretty much balanced, but there's a couple things I'm getting from this, even with the hyena. Sometimes the hyena talks about, drugs, drinking, things like that. Drugs, drinking, kind of devil-like energy, and just moderation, okay? I don't know, maybe there's like some sort of celebration you got going on, as we do have the deer. Deer sometimes talks about something new or celebration, lots of celebratory energy, as well as like a birthing of something. So maybe something new is getting off the ground, you're celebrating, but like I am kind of picking up on some energy of like overindulgence or having too many drinks and like feeling real fucked up the next day. So just know your limits. No one enough is enough. Just saying, you do you though, it's your life. But I am kind of, that sometimes comes through with the hyena. Oh, my light just flickered. Let's take that as confirmation, okay? Just know your limits. Know when to take breaks. Know when enough is enough. No, I don't need to keep on going about that. All right, but overall, maintaining a really good balance, staying focused. You're very dedicated. You got that good work ethic, okay? I'm also feeling like energy of cleaning when it comes to cleaning, organizing, with the Vulture coming out, and even the Panther. Maybe you guys are decluttering, removing things from your space that are occupying space, collecting dust, like throwing some things out. Even just like, for example, like if you have like an ex-partner's clothing or items that you don't want, I think you guys probably throwing some of that stuff out. That's just for someone out there. Very specific message. That just came through very clearly. Now, with the hyena, there is the energy of you guys trying to mask something, whether this is anger, resentment, a bit of irritation. Like, I feel like you guys are trying to, or at least for someone out there, there's the energy of trying to mask something that's bothering you, but it's like you don't want it to make it seem like it's a big deal, but deep down it is. And it's like something had hit a nerve. It's like, you know, you're really close to seeing somebody, but you're not going to because you know your limits, but at the same time it's like there's the tendency like I just wish I could sting that person, but I won't, but I gotta mask it somehow. You know, there's something that's grinding your gears. There's something that's on your mind. There's something that has you a bit bothered. Maybe this is in a relationship. The fox sometimes talks about commitments and partnerships, right? It's a very partnered energy, someone who is loyal. Normally talks about a monogamous relationship if this is regarding a relationship for someone. Like maybe there is something that happened in a relationship and you're just like kind of fed up, but it's like you already told them that you're fine, that you don't care, but like deep down you're, you know, oh my God, I see fucking memes about that all the time. It's like you ask your girlfriend, what's wrong? They say nothing. And then they're like, okay, let's move on with it. And then they're like, wow, I just think it's funny how this, and that. Like, oh, guys, if that's the case and something has you bothered and like, let's just say this is in a relationship, just speak up about it. Just be honest. Communication is key, also comprehension, right? It doesn't matter what you say. If someone doesn't understand / isn't listening, then communication is going nowhere. So comprehension is part of communication. But anyways, you may need to just be honest, right? There's like half truths. You're kind of being honest, but at the same time, it's like you're holding yourself back from fully expressing what you truly feel. Like you're kind of just giving a little bit, like, oh yeah, no, I'm kind of hurt, but like deep down you're fucking pissed. Like you're fucking angry, but you're like, oh no, I'm just a little offended. Like that did kind of hurt me, but like deep down you're fucking like, you know. So it's just like, just be honest, okay? There's something that you're masking, whether you need to be honest with a person, whether you need to just be honest with yourself. There is the energy of you guys trying to just like turn your back and avoid something or avoid how you truly feel and just trying to distract yourself, perhaps distracting yourself with work, right? You don't want to deal with these feelings, these emotions, because otherwise if you do, you're going to pop off and you don't want that. So you're like, I'm just going to stay focused on my work, stay busy, distract myself, right? And that's okay, right? But you're going to have to eventually look at whatever this is, okay? Now, with the fox coming out, earth energy, remain grounded, of course. Go out in nature, connect with nature, get some fresh air. Wow, I just got the imagery of fall. Some of you, oh yeah, well, your birthday's in fall. But like, yeah, I just got the imagery of like, birch trees. Like, yellow birch trees. Kind of got like a snapshot of like my fall last year. That was interesting. I was just like, oh, okay. Maybe it's just the color of this card. Like the yellow was just like, that's the color of the leaves that I seen of like tall birch trees. Anyways, there's actually quite a bit of yellow coming through here. A little bit of green. There is also energy of like healing, as well as focusing on your health, your wealth, even like your diet, or making sure that you're having a more balanced diet. That's also coming through. Lots of different messages, you guys. Just take what's for you. Now, back to what I'm saying about the fox. The fox is someone who's extremely smart. They adjust very well to change, very swiftly. Like, they're just open and spontaneous and just always keeps things exciting, right? That's why I feel like July, you're just on the go. You're on the move. Things are exciting. You're just going. Like you got one thing, you got this thing, you have so many things booked. Like you're just going to have a busy schedule, right? But there is still that thing that's on your mind that you're needing to work through. There needs to be some sort of release. The panther and the vulture. See, like, this is what's hidden. This is like what's in the shadow. You're trying to hide it. You're trying to mask it. You're trying to, oh no, I'm fine. But deep down you're like, oh, that bitch just fucking disrespected me. Like, how dare they? Oh my God, I'm so angry. Like, I'm gonna scream. Like, okay, calm, ground yourself, Virgo. Okay, maybe it's not that extreme, but like just the imagery of the panther, like you may be very like irritated, or you might just be very sensitive, and like someone could be joking around with you or saying something, and then you just take it so serious the wrong way, and then you snap. And it's just like, if you know you need a break, you know you need time out, just go into hermit mode and go pull away for a moment, go in your little cave, just have a time alone, a little time out, okay? Otherwise you might just snap, and that might not be pretty, okay? It could result in some ugliness, okay? So just, I mean, you do you. But that's just the energy I'm seeing, and you guys might already be feeling it. I do feel like there's a need for a big release to declutter your space, as well as you inside, cleansing your heart, cleansing your mind, right? Time to just get rid of the things that are occupying space, okay? And it does look like, again, there's something that's starting up or it's developing. Sometimes the deer can talk about celebration or birthing of something, whether it's actually like, oh, that's interesting. I actually know Virgos. Congrats to her. Anyways, shout out to her. She's pregnant. Shout out to her. This sometimes talks about pregnancies or giving birth. This is just like the energy of needing to be compassionate and gentle and soothing and patient. Not like this, right? These are completely opposite energies. This is like how you guys are trying to be. It's like, no, I'm good. I'm cool. I'm calm. I'm collected. But deep down, you're like, oh. Like you got lots of built up energy that you're just wanting to release, and it's just like a bit explosive. Oh my gosh. Okay, so just know your limits, and know when you need a break, know when you need time out, know when you need to be alone. It's all good, Virgo. Okay? That's just energy. Blah, 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 blah. I can't speak, y'all. That's just the energy I'm feeling, alright? So, let's get into this. Messages for Virgo, symbolizing Venus for July 2021. I'm just gonna shift this up just a little bit. Okay. Messages for Virgo, summarizing Venus in July 2021. What's going on for my Virgos, please? Virgo, summarizing Venus. Any messages for Virgo in July 2021? What can they expect? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for my Virgos in July? Messages for Virgo, summarizing Venus in July 2021. What's going on for my Virgos in July? Messages for Virgo. We have the King of Cups. Beautiful watery energy. Some of you may have some strong water placements in your chart. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Messages for, I want to call you Cancer. Some of you may have Cancer in your chart. Messages for Virgo, summarizing Venus. 10 of Cups. Oh, so close, yet so far away. You're getting there. You're right on track. Messages for Virgo, summarizing Venus for July 2021. Messages for Virgo, summarizing Venus. These cards are not trying to come out. Ace of Pentacles did try to come out. Messages for Virgo, summarizing Venus. 10 of Wands. It tried to fall out reverse, but it didn't. Anyways, there's no reversals in this card. It's either front or back. We got the front. Okay. I believe. Or maybe this is the backside. Actually, yeah. No, sorry. This is the backside. Doesn't matter. Okay. And, 3 of Swords. That's probably relating to this 10 of Wands. It fell, like, on top of it. Let me just shift this over a little bit. We're getting a couple extra messages for Virgo. Summarizing Venus in July 2021. Moon. Uncertainty. There's lots of like this dark blue color coming through besides the 3 of Swords. Messages for Virgo, summarizing Venus in July. All right, and we also have the 4 of Pentacles backside. Okay, let me check the bottom as well. King of Swords backside, Queen of Swords backside, Queen of Cups backside, and 6 of Cups, 10 of Swords, Page of Cups. Oh, we got a lot of cards, but I want to talk about this. So there is 2 different energies in this reading, and it does look like, see, what I was saying earlier about like if there's something bothering you, you're needing to communicate it to someone. That's for someone out there. It's like you're needing to just speak your truth and be honest, right? No one's mind readers over here. And it does look like there's two different energies. We got King of Swords to the Queen of Swords, and they're both backside. This is similar to Gemini's reading. There is a similar message, like there was both King and Queen backside, and now you guys both got King and Queen backside. It just, you guys got them in Swords. In Gemini's reading, they had it in Wands. So maybe you're dealing with a Gemini. Do have quite a bit of air. We also have Libra energy coming out, Pisces. Lot of water, Cancer as well, Aquarius. Like basically this entire reading, besides this Four of Pentacles Capricorn energy, it's literally water and air. Okay, so there are two different individuals here, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, and it's like y'all ain't on the same page. We have the Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups as well over here. Okay, so I feel like this is one person and then the other person. Anyways, I feel like as if there's some sort of ending between you and whoever this is. We do have 2 10s, 10. Oh, 3 10s. Jeez. So big chapters are wrapping up. 10s are known for completion of cycles. So a cycle is coming to a close, but like the future is unknown. Nothing is set in stone. You have a decision, possibly like which direction you want to go, what you're doing, where you're going, who's coming, who's staying. But like there's definitely endings that you're dealing with, / endings bring new beginnings, right? Just because something came to an end doesn't mean it's over. It just means that something new is starting, whether it's whatever. You get me? But there is some sort of ending. I believe it's between you and whoever it is that you're connecting with. I do feel like there's a lot of reminiscing on both sides. 6 of Cups, thinking back to the old times. Even like how she's just chilling in the water. It's like, it's the most random spot. It's like almost as if either this is in your dreams that you could be dreaming of this person, right? Which, Lord, how many times does that happen? You dream of someone from your past or someone that you had a fallout with. It's like you guys try to resolve the issues in the dream space. Or it's just like you may find this person, like randomly bump into them. You know, you're going to get groceries or you're going to take your dog for a walk and you just happen to bump right into them. Like, you know, it just seems like random, but it's not. Anyway, 6 of Cups, there is a lot of energy of like thinking of each other and it's mutual. I feel like it's very mutual. But someone here, it looks like there is a message or someone is offering, like opening up the door to communicating, expressing feelings. Now, it's very like, it's nothing grand. It's very like small offerings, small like, hey, how you been? Haven't heard from you for a while, or like maybe an apology. Sometimes this can be an apology, especially if y'all had like some sort of fallout. I think someone's done a lot of reflecting on what they've done. Like when someone's looking at their actions. Maybe they said a lot of hurtful things. Anyways, I do feel like someone here, whether it's you, whether it's someone you're connecting with, or both, right? Just doing a lot of reflection on past actions, things that have already happened, right? This ending or separation, fallout, drama, argument, it's already happened. And the 6 of Cups is talking about reflecting on this experience and looking at your actions and looking at their actions and like how you could have done things differently, how they could have done things differently. Okay, where did I went wrong? Where did I go wrong? Where did they go wrong? Like, how could we possibly move forward? If that's so the choice, you decide what you want to do. But that's just kind of the energy. It's like, I feel like both of y'all have reflected on your actions, and now it's like someone might be opening the door to break into silence. Page of Cups. Again, it's nothing grand, and it may feel unusual, like it's just like not what you expected. There's something that's been burdening you. I think it's, again, what we were talking about with the hyena. Whatever it is that you've been trying to mask, you're trying to get to your happy place. You're trying to get to a time of fulfillment and wishes and dreams coming true. And you see it. It's like just around the corner. It's so close you could taste it, right? You're moving towards that. You're staying focused on that. You're working on healing and, you know, putting in action. Also, I want to just say that your bullshit detector is on point, right? If this is you, Virgo, because this is your spread, this Page of Cups, it's like you will be able to decipher if this is genuine or if it's just a bunch of talk, right? It's show, don't tell, right? Words don't mean shit if your actions don't match up, So whatever they say to you, you're going to make sure that they mean business. Like, if that resonates for y'all, okay? But I just want to say, with the King of Cups, your intuition's on point. You got that radar. You will detect people left, right, who's genuine, who's not, who's being for real with their apology versus who's just saying it just to try and squeeze back in because they see that you're thriving, you know? Because you're getting really close to fulfilling time. You don't need someone dragging you down or holding you back or limiting your growth, right? You have many things to do. You're trying to stay busy. You're putting in the work, and you don't have time for distractions, drama, pain, just, you know, you don't, no. And so I think you're making it very clear. Anyways, 10 of Wands, 3 of Swords. You definitely are carrying some emotional burdens. It's been heavy. It's been intense. You can't lie. Wondering when you'll feel the release. Wondering when you'll feel better from this, when it'll get easier. Right? Some days may be better than others, but overall you're like, damn, like this still feels like a fresh wound. Like I feel like this was yesterday. Like it still really hurts. That's okay. Healing has no time. It takes work to do the healing. When you're avoiding, you're kind of just delaying the process. And in your case, it did kind of look a little bit like just distracting yourself. And that's okay. Like if you're not in the right energy, if you don't have the strength right now, then that's what you got to do. You can't just like work on healing when you literally are exhausted mentally, emotionally. You don't have the capacity to do that, right? So definitely just move at your own pace, take it nice and slow, and just be patient with yourself, okay? Healing has no rules, it has no time limit, and it does take effort. It does take work, and it just feels pretty burdensome. But that's why it's important that you guys start to work on releasing, detoxifying your space. I don't know, not detoxifying, well, I guess, but like I meant like declutter, like things like that. Just work on starting to release feelings. Like just start with that, your feelings, write it down. If you gotta cry or talk to someone, like definitely do that. Just like little things like that, opening up, that's gonna be very healthy for you to let it go and to help make peace and surrender to the future, because right now the future really is unknown. The moon, and you're really needing to trust your intuition, okay? Your intuition is guiding you without a doubt, but you're needing to listen to it. And some of you may be doubting your intuition, or like not paying attention to it, or over intellectualizing it, like just kind of getting in your own way. So just be aware that this does talk about illumination. Like something here is being illuminated within you. It's definitely about your feelings. It's like when you allow yourself to express how you feel, whether it's just to yourself, or if you do get the chance to communicate how you feel, get that off your chest, I do think you'll feel a lot lighter. A big relief. And also Cancer energy. I know this is Pisces, but there's a crab in this card. Can't ignore that. Also noticing the 2 dogs sitting. I mean, they could be wolves, but those dogs show up in other cards and they look like dogs. So, partnership, loyalty, again, similar to that fox. Similar to the fox that came out. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles, backside. All about releasing control, releasing expectations, stepping back, recognizing you can only control you. You can't force anyone to change. No one can force you to change. You can't force someone to apologize or own up to where they went wrong or what they did, things like that. And just says no one can force you to do the same. Really just surrender, and let this unfold with time if it's meant to. I'm also getting a side message. If things have been boring, it's time to switch up your routine. If you've been getting comfortable with being bored, it's time to start integrating things into your life to make things more interesting, right? Some of you are just like, it's just the same old. It's like, it's time to have fun. It's time to be a little more spontaneous. That was a message for Leo. If you want, you can listen to their reading. But yeah, it just looks like overall there's a lot of like ending / transitioning to a new chapter. You're getting really close to wish fulfillment and celebration, and you're working really hard on like your career, passions, endeavors, things like that. There is healing that does need to take place, but to move at your own pace. There's no rush. There may be the opportunity for an apology or communication. It does seem like there is the energy of reflecting on actions on your side, on their side. There is the energy someone's a bit closed off or a bit defensive, or someone in this situation might be just like, yeah, I don't know. Basically what I've just been saying. I'm just repeating myself at this point. But let me get a fairy message for you guys to see if there's anything else. Any other messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July 2021? Any other fairy messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July 2021? Fairy messages, please, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July. Fairy messages, please, for Virgo. The deck doesn't want to shuffle anymore, so let's get into it. Fairy messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July 2021 regarding this reading. Wow, did y'all see that? We have, how do I say this? I don't know if that's a P. I don't know if that's a Q. I don't know if that's a T. Okay, I'm going to get the book for this. Number 45. Taitlin the Sliff. Acute intellect, quickness, mental synthesis, and discernment. Taitlin glitters and glimmers brightly. She scatters a special fairy dust that energizes the mind. However, energy is not everything, and fairy dust that actually makes minds brighter as well as more energized is more rare, and she distributes it less often. She is full of curiosity and wants to go everywhere, see everything, and have every question answered, like the 2-year-old asking why? She wants to know all, even the things by their very nature cannot be known to the conscious mind. Taitlin reminds us that the ideas cannot be fined. They are wild and free. They move fast. Some ideas are more contagious than the flu, and they move quickly from head to head, sometimes illuminating and sometimes burning out with a flicker and flash of faint width of ash. Brian wrote, "The Sliff is a fragment of Earth's soul in fairy form. In fairy realms, the light comes not from above, but from within. Like other fairies, Sliffs light up the world around them, energizing whoever comes into contact with them with their quick fairy radiance. We humans also light up the world around us with our auras. It is a pity that so few of us have learned the mental disciplines to be able to perceive that light. However, Taitlin is not the one to consult about that. She is an awaker, one who startles us into seeing and thinking in new, exciting ways. She is full of bright ideas and willing to discuss that at length. She is not bothered about whether the discussions make sense or not. Ideas with wings are her joy, and mental stimulation is her game. Taitlin has flight. Like thought, she is not bound by the rule of mass and momentum. Therefore, she can radically change direction without notice more quickly than a hummingbird. Starter reading. What we see here is a mental quickness, adaptability, and enthusiasm. Ideas and opinions abound. A few are brilliant, but others vary from mediocre to downright silly. Mental and psychic abilities may be awakening. Independent thinking is in operation. New ideas, new versions of old ideas are creating an exciting atmosphere. Avoid excess and extremes. Like I said, know your limits. Minds may change often as new ideas and new ways of seeing bubble to the surface. Out of conflict and confusion, resolved by goodwill and clear thinking, a new and better understanding may come. Out of conflict and confusion, resolved by goodwill and clear thinking, a new and better understanding may come. So that might just even apply to those dealing with that relationship situation. There may be opportunity to bring clarity and new understanding. Anyways, reversed. Fluttery, fickle, fly by night, reliable. Ha! You must be joking. Here we are, likely to get into arguments merely for the sake of excitement and mental fizz of arguing. Petty quarrels can take place. Mental irritability can be a problem. All of this can be rectified if everyone involved makes a conscious effort to become earthed and calm. Mental fights of the fancy of the hummingbird mind are fun, but ideas are brought down to earth. They accomplish nothing. Kind of fitting with the reading. Maybe y'all are feeling... And this did actually... It did fall out. I don't know exactly if it was reversed or if it fell out on the side. I like to read both sides because it just gives you a bit more insight. Where you're at, where you may have been, where you may be going, you know. I like to read both sides. especially because I'm still learning this deck. It's very new, but like I really like it. And anyways, let me get a couple Tikashi messages. But yeah, definitely stay grounded, center yourself. Some of y'all kind of like the drama, and that's okay. That's okay. Just admit it. I mean, when I'm not involved, bitch, spill the tea. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I like to keep up with some of the YouTube drama, like the beauty community and other controversial YouTubers. It can be kind of interesting, you know? I'm like, what's going on? Like, anyways, so I just don't like being in drama. Fuck, man. I'll be avoiding that. I go crawl into my Cancerian shell and hide. I will avoid it as much as I can. Anyway, so back to this reading. I'm getting a little distracted, but if y'all like drama, that's okay. Just admit it. Own up to it. Okay. Tikashi messages for Gemini. Oh, Gemini. See, some of y'all are dealing with a Gemini. Virgo, Sun, Rising, Venus. Tikashi messages for Virgo, Sun, Rising, Venus regarding this reading in July 2021. Any Tikashi messages for Gemini? Oh, fuck, I did it again. Virgo. This is for Virgo. Tikashi messages for Virgo. Some of y'all are dealing with a damn Gemini, straight up. Because that was, like, kind of their read. And it did look like there's a possibility to, like, work things out if you want. Anyway, so, consideration. Pay attention. Let nothing move past without your examination. Be reflective. Do not make any hasty decisions. Many special moments are unfolding for your attention. If you carefully look at what's brought you to this now moment, you will see how much of yourself deserves your loving consideration. Trust. No fear. Trust yourself, your knowing, your intuition, your wholeness. Move with certainty. Be sure of yourself. Now may be decision time. It's only fear that can hold you back now. When you know that there's no such thing as a wrong decision, you will trust yourself joyfully. It's time to trust in the process of growth. Let go, allow, and flow. You might just enjoy it. Alright, Virgo. So, that is what I got for you guys for this reading. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments below. If you guys are interested, you can check me out on my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.